how exciting is it to have this film at Tribeca Film Festival?
It's amazing, and it's like, I love being in New York. Tribeca is an incredible festival, 50 years, and and to have a film like this screen for people, who probably half the people in this city have never been to Cameroon or never will, and live like go to prison. So to have both those things and have people come and see these guys. I think the thing that all of us as humans want the most in the world is to be seen, and to be isolated from loved ones. Those people, let's be clear, are criminals. But if we ever hope to, have some sort of faith in the justice system or in redemption through incarcerating people, we have to be more humane and create outlets for them, like art. And I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can redeem someone by making them, produce license plates. It's like that's mundane work, and it's like robbing their brain. I think there are chances for people, not everyone, but like art is probably the best way I think to do it.
Yeah, and I absolutely love that you brought up how people want to be seen, and that's a great way to do it with art. And you've done so many different things. You kind of have like a broad spectrum. So coming into this and knowing that it's a little bit of a different project,
Not funny.
it's not funny. And like you said, people have not been to Cameroon; they're not going to go to Cameroon, so it's really kind of like bringing in a landscape that they might not know. Going into working on this film, what was your approach to kind of like how you wanted to tackle it?
Well, I think it goes back to just we need more experiences and see how other people live. Again, it goes back like most people in this country won't travel, and they don't give a shit about how other people live in the rest of the world. And why should they live in the greatest country in the world? It's vital, especially for young people, to see how other people live in the world and to say, hey, wow, I don't look like them, I don't live like them, but I feel like them. And I think that's the most important.
Yeah, and I think it's that human connection that we all have. Like that's the point of art, is it's bringing us all together, and this is bringing us with people that we have.
And have relatable stories. Then it's a very dull world. Imagine if there were no immigrants in this country. What a shithole! It's like you would miss out on all the best food in the world.
Exactly.
Imagine living in a world without Indonesian food, without Indian food, without Mexican food, without anything. Steak and broccoli.
It's the Midwest.
That would be it.
Yeah.
So it's like vital that we mix and everyone experiences each other's cultures.
Yeah, and like especially for me, moving from where I did to New York City, it was such a culture shock because I came from no culture to tons of culture. So I think like a film like this, especially, I really kind of hope it like kickstarts somebody's like maybe appreciation for cultures or for crowds or things like that. What's something that you're really proud of on this film?
I'm just proud to be involved with stuff, like in a lot of ways, like I've sort of like latched on to these guys and sort of like, I'm like riding their wave because, they did all the work and they filmed all the stuff in the prison. I came in and said, hey, do you want some help finishing your film? And I'll be an EP. And that's, that's the easy way, easiest. I had the easiest job. I just want their story to be seen. I want people to see it, and I want it to travel. And I don't care about none of us did it for money. If you get a documentary, it's for money.
You're in the wrong business.
Yeah, you're in storytelling and sharing people's stories. And talking about that different foods. I mean, when I first had a curry laksa. Oh my god, it just blew my mind.
Transcendent.
It's just this.
Yeah.
This is a curry laksa.
I'm very excited for people to get to experience this and see it because it's such a unique take, such a unique thing to do, and I'm just really excited for it. So congratulations. Thank you for chatting with me today. And I also want to say thank you for our flag means death. I miss it.
Me too.
I miss it so much.
Yeah, the love.
I thought you
I didn't hate it, but I miss the character only existed for years.
That is so true. But yeah. So congratulations. Thank you. How does it feel to have this film at Tribeca Film Festival?
Wow, it's incredible. Like coming from the whole of the Newbern prison in Cameroon to New York, like everything is new.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's incredible. The feeling is good. I thank God for that. I think the amazing team I have. I'm seeing Caitlin by my side. Yeah, always supporting.
yeah,
Yeah, they believe in the project. Taika, Johnny, everyone believe in the project, and all the brothers who are in Cameroon. Like I'm here right now, but it's a whole team behind. We are just representing the crew for now, and
yeah. And it's like, what do you think? Like, because this is already such an interestingly unique idea for a film and for a thing to do within a prison. How do you feel like it's going to kind of like change the perspective maybe on prisoners once people see this film?
yeah, on prisoners or on prisoners.
All of it.
Yeah, for me, like the most important thing is really changing the general perception of the society, basically, how
Yeah.
people perceive those who went through jail or formerly incarcerated people.
Yeah.
It's really changing the perception. Now, for what we have really observed, it's really working. We have people around the world, people in Cameroon, like who really like the project. They are not even thinking anymore about like, yeah, those are incarcerated people. They
Yeah.
are fans. They are like, oh wow, I like Emperor, I like Stone, I like Transporter.
Yeah.
And you have big DJs in London, all over the world, who are contributing, blasting music all over the world in festivals. So I think for step by step, thanks to God, it's really working and changing the general perception. That's the goal.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And like kind of like filming this and like all of like the entire process. What was that like? Kind of like getting to know these prisoners and getting to see them in this different light where they have, something that they can kind of like put their efforts into it. What was it like getting to work on that aspect of it?
Yeah, it was a family business. I can say it was really a family business because before doing it, Johnny, like, she has a background, like, as a filmmaker. I wasn't a filmmaker back then.
Yeah.
So my background is music production, sound engineering, and we all learned through her, basically. Yeah, it's a small team, but really big too. Non-professional, but big team. So basically, we learn how to film. Some of them learn how to record. So it was a whole process of everyone involved, even like the prisoners. Everyone was involved. So that was really the process. Family business. We all made it together.
I love that, and I'm so excited for people to see this one. I think it's like I said, it's a really unique idea, and I think it's really gonna open some people's eyes. So congratulations! I'm really happy you guys are here in New York to get to premiere this. So I hope you have an amazing premiere.
Thank you so much.
Of course,
From
thank you.
Newbell Prison to New York. Thank you.
Thank you.